Hey guys, today's video is a summer what's for dinner. All of these are super fast and easy. We're gonna start with chicken Caesar pasta salad. I made this over on my TikTok, it blew up. You just need some kind of pasta. I do prefer the mini bow ties, they were sold out. Some kind of Caesar salad kit and a rotisserie chicken. That's literally it. Boil your pasta according to the package and then cool this completely before using it. Take all of the meat off of your chicken. This is a big family size, so I'm only using half of this for one bag of the salad mix. But if you need to make more for a bigger crowd, use the whole chicken and 2 bags of the salad mix. And you are gonna try and cut this chicken into like bite-sized cubes. You do not want huge, big strips. You can do it, obviously, you can cut the chicken however you honestly want to, but I prefer the bite size. Take the salad kit and chop up those pieces because they're just better. If you've got smaller lettuce, it goes further. A bigger piece of lettuce, you're not gonna get as much salad out of it. Just chop it up. Then put that and the chicken in a bowl and then take everything that came with that salad kit, the croutons, the cheese, all of it, and put it in that bowl. Now I take my croutons and I crush them up just so they disperse throughout the entire pasta salad instead of like 2 people getting croutons and then 2 people not. I have learned to add extra Caesar dressing to this just because a little packet never has enough, and noodles do absorb a lot of moisture, so that's just a good tip, is to add extra. Here it is. It takes less than 15 minutes. Delicious summer dinner, and there's never any leftovers. It's just wonderful. The next meal is a cheesy beef and potato bake. Very few ingredients and amazing. Oh my goodness. You need a pound of ground beef. You can also do this with ground turkey, but we did ground beef, a can of cream mushroom, a can of cheddar cheese. I didn't even know that was a thing. A bag of potatoes. I use potatoes O'Brien because they've got the peppers and onions, so good. And then 2 cups of shredded cheddar. This is less than 2 cups, so I brought out my Fiesta blend, but I'm going with more than 2 cups anyways because we love cheese in this house. But seriously, that's like 5 ingredients. Amazing. Brown your meat. Break it up into like really small little pieces, put some salt on this thing, and then the holy grail, Montreal steak seasoning. It always works best with beef, just use it, trust me. Don't forget to drain your beef, and whatever you do, please do not put this stuff down your sink. Just foil line a bowl and put it in there. Or you can foil line the drain of your sink and put it in that. That's also fine. Put both cans of the soup mix into a big giant bowl and kind of mix that up together just to break up any clumps that it has. Put about a handful of cheese into that mixture. Yes, I've got my daughter helping because she always has to be in the kitchen. And then you're gonna need 3 cups of the frozen potatoes, whichever kind you choose to use, with or without the peppers. Give that a really good mix and then add all of your beef back in there and mix this until it's really well incorporated. Spray a pan. I forgot to show me spraying this pan, but spray it with some nonstick cooking spray. Put all of the mixture in there and kind of like just flatten it out and make sure it goes edge to edge. Then smother this sucker in cheese. We love cheese in this family. That's on your discretion, but we didn't have enough cheddar, so I did break out the Fiesta, and it was phenomenal to have that extra layer of cheese. Cover the pan in foil. Pop this in your oven and it's going to bake on 375 for 30 minutes. Yeah, I have some trouble here, just ignore that. Then take the foil off, put this thing back in the oven for another 30 minutes. And honestly, this thing was clean plate club to the 9s. My husband went back for 3rds on this. All of my kids ate it. It was just amazing. We served it with some broccoli because I felt we needed something else. But you can even make this into like a breakfast casserole with sausage instead of beef. And I'm trying that next because I think it would just be phenomenal. Mexican street corn is all the craze during summer, so I made a Mexican street corn pasta salad and I added chicken so it would be a good dinner. You just need a rotisserie chicken, noodles of some kind, I love these for the shape, sour cream, mayo. You can do either 4 ears of corn or 2 cans of corn. I've got 1 fire roasted and 1 normal because I wanted to try out the fire roasted, just to be honest. A bell pepper. I'm gonna chop that really small, some cilantro, 2 limes, and this is queso fresco. You actually need cotija, C-O-T-I-J-A cheese, but this was the closest equivalent I could get. Boil your noodles according to the package and then set them aside when they're done. Cut up your rotisserie chicken again into just some bite-sized pieces. I wasn't gonna show you cutting me up yet another rotisserie chicken. Once you've drained the noodles, put some olive oil on them just so they don't stick together and just put those aside for a minute. 2 tablespoons of mayo go in the bowl, 2 tablespoons of sour cream into the bowl. Then you're gonna want the zest and the juice of an entire lime, and make sure you only get the green part of the zest. If you start going into the white, it gets very bitter. Don't do that. And then I quickly learned as I was seeing this that this was not gonna be enough, so I did double this. I'm telling you right now, I doubled all of this. A good shake of some garlic powder, about a pinch of salt, maybe 2, and a half a teaspoon of chili powder. Then you're gonna whisk all this together, but as you can see, it's not very much in the bowl, so yeah, I definitely doubled. Then I took the green bell pepper, diced it really, really small, drained the corn, and put that in the bowl as well. Then I put about half of my pasta just to see where I was looking. I ended up using about 3/4 of the box. Then you're gonna add your chicken, some chopped up cilantro, and crumble up that cheese, as much of it as you want and as much of the cilantro as you want. That is all to your taste and to your liking. Mix it up really good and it is just fantastic. And then for each little serving, we topped ours with more cilantro and more of that cheese, just depending on what each person's preference was. But this stuff was amazing, and I've actually eaten off of it for like 2 days now as also lunch prep. So good and refreshing. On this night we did burgers and we wanted to class them up, so I made caramelized onion and tomato jam to go on our burgers. So yeah, summer dinner we did grilled burgers and tater tots, but this threw them over the top. Just take your normal burgers the way you're going to and grill them, but holy grail, Montreal steak, use this stuff. It amplifies everything. This is what you're looking for with the jam that we're making. It is a little time consuming, but so worth it. Balsamic vinegar, olive oil, salt, sugar, tomatoes, onions, and garlic powder. Ignore my fresh garlic. I didn't use it, I was afraid it was gonna burn, so add garlic powder instead. Finely slice your onions. These are Vidalia onions. You can use any yellow onion. 1 tablespoon of olive oil in a pan on low to medium heat. And you're gonna throw your onions in there and like mix them around in that oil, get them all mixed in real good. Salt them with about 1/4 of a teaspoon, maybe up to 1/2 a teaspoon of salt. Keep mixing these suckers and keep them on the temperature for about 30 to 40 minutes. While they're cooking, you're gonna prep your tomatoes. These are plum tomatoes. You can also use the tomatoes on the vine. Those work perfectly fine, but you're gonna scoop all that crap out of the middle, all of the seeds, everything, just take it out. And then what you're gonna do is you're going to finely dice these as well. And I mean get them like a small dice because they break down a lot faster if you do it that tiny. This is about the 15-minute mark on these onions. They're getting translucent, but they're not browning. Keep going. This is the about 35-minute mark on my onions. So I put the tomatoes back in, got them mixed up, more salt. Yes, you need more salt because it pulls the moisture out of the onions and the tomatoes. Then it is 3 tablespoons of sugar, 3 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. Mix this up and you're gonna cook this on about a medium heat for another 20 to 30 minutes. Just keep stirring it and watching it and you'll know when it's done. Oh, and I did put the shake of garlic powder at this point. I was really afraid I was gonna burn the fresh stuff, so I didn't use it. This is what you're looking for. When it breaks down and gets all jammy goodness like this is what you want. And this bowl right here, did 6 burgers. And then this bowl right here is after that. It still had about half of that jam, so the little bit goes a long way, and this can store in your fridge. It's amazing. The last dish is some mini chicken pot pies. They could not be easier if you tried. And once again, it is a rotisserie chicken meal. I did 3 of them in this video for you guys. Super easy. Pepper, poultry seasoning, some frozen mixed vegetables, thaw those, half a cup of sour cream, 1 can of cream of chicken, 1 can of crescent rolls, and the rotisserie chicken. Preheat your oven to 375 and just take that meat off the bone. I had my husband do it for me this night because I was working with the kids on something, but he did that for me. Put some flour down on your counter and take your crescent roll out. If you use the sheet instead of the actual rolls, you can just cut it up and make this easier on yourself instead of having to press together all the perforated parts like you see me doing here. But again, that's up to you, whichever one you get a hold of. You're just going for pushing everything together and then getting 8 squares cut out of this. And I've always learned, use a pizza cutter. It makes cutting crescent dough so much easier and faster. Spray your muffin tin. You see me using my bigger one here because I am doubling this recipe. I am telling you, the 1 round, I made 16, not 8. But you're gonna press your little squares into your muffin tin like this and kind of leave those edges poking out. In a bowl, you're gonna mix together your soup mix and your sour cream and everything. Just kind of get it together in this bowl and mix it up really, really well. Now earlier I said a half a cup. Half a cup was for me of the sour cream. If you're doing 1 round, you only need 1/4 of a cup. I'm gonna say that again, 1/4 of a cup for 1 round of 8. Put some pepper in here to your taste, and then put poultry seasoning again to your taste. Anywhere between a half a teaspoon and a teaspoon is what you should shoot for, but if you like more of that flavor, go for it. Make sure your vegetables are thawed. I'm putting in 2 cups. You need 1 cup of the frozen mixed vegetables, as well as 1 cup of pre-cooked chicken. However you choose, rotisserie, you cooked it, whatever, just 1 cup of the chicken goes in for you. Now you're gonna take that mixture and you're gonna fill these up. You do want to fill them to the top, but don't make them heaping because these will bubble when they're cooking and then it will come out of your little muffin holes. So just try not to go overly heaping with the mixture. And then you're gonna pop these in the oven. They go in for 18 to 20 minutes. Just watch them. When they look brown, they're done. These things were so good. They tasted just like little mini pot pies. The kids loved them, thought they were super fun, really easy dinner. I hope you guys enjoyed these, got some inspiration for some summer meals for your family. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.